What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Baylor versus UCF college basketball matchup going down Saturday, February 8th, 2025. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, head to Pickdawgz.com. Click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. Great time to do so because we have a lot of action lined up this week. 155 games on Saturday's college hoops card. We've got NBA and NHL all weekend long, and on Sunday, obviously, the center stage is saved for the Super Bowl. This is a great time to jump on, though, because I always say a lot of times for me on Saturday, the 3-day and 7-day passes are actually less than buying each of Saturday's daily packages individually. I think this weekend is going to be no different, and those passes will also include the Super Bowl this week, so even better value. So make sure that you jump on board, and again, whether it's with a daily or long-term pass, use that promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off your purchase. We've also got products for those who make big bets and for those with big bankrolls, those looking for a VIP experience where you're going to get things like late alert plays closer to game time. We're going to track line movement for you, try to get you the best possible number compared to the closing line. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, text the number on the screen for more information, even if it's just to find out if it's right for you. But let's get to this one between Baylor and UCF. Baylor coming into this one 14-8 on the year, 8-12-1 against the number after a 73-59 loss to Texas Tech in their last matchup, while the UCF comes in 13-9 on the year, 11-11 against the number, falling short for the third straight time, 5th in their last 6 and 6th in their last 8 after a 93-83 loss to Cincinnati in their last game. And I gotta admit, I had UCF in that game against Cincinnati. I have not been high on Cincinnati in conference play to this point, and UCF really let me down in that game. They gave up 53 points in the second half to Cincinnati. They gave up 40 in the first half. I thought that was bad enough, but I'll tell you, 93 in the total game, allowing Cincinnati to shoot 58% from the floor. That's a little bit alarming. If you look at the numbers for Cincinnati from the perimeter, 5 of 16 from behind the arc. So, I mean, if you look at those numbers just on the whole and just sort of where, UCF was getting crushed, they were getting crushed inside in that game. They allowed Cincinnati to shoot 67% from 2-point range. It was ridiculous. And now, you got to take on a Baylor team that is fairly solid. But, the thing about Baylor is that they're not necessarily a 2-point dependent team. They can do a bunch of things, a lot of different things to try to, put points on the board. Normally, they're a team that likes to either get to the foul line or hit their 3-point shots. And UCF's defense has been problematic. They're dead last in the Big 12 in defensive efficiency, second worst in 2-point defense, second worst in 3-point defense, third worst in 2-point defense. But I just don't know if I can trust Baylor here. Baylor, yeah, at home, I get it. They're a solid team. Norshad Omier, keeps finding ways to deliver double-doubles despite being just 6'7". VJ Edgecombe, though, is, I think, the thing that you have to keep an eye on here. Edgecombe has been on a tear in a lot of his recent games, and he's, I've seen him listed as questionable for a lot of Friday. We'll have to see if he ends up coming back for this game, because I think that is just a big part of the cap for back in Baylor here is can Edgecombe play. The thing about UCF, though, is that while they have struggled and while the defense has been a problem, the thing you can say about UCF is they've been able to compete on the road. They lost by 4 at Kansas. They did get blown out by Iowa State. They gave 108 points to the Cyclones in Ames, but they also went on the road at Arizona at the beginning of Arizona's sort of hot streak, and they competed with the Wildcats in that game. They were catching well into double digits and only lost that game by 8 points. We've seen Baylor just, have flat spots against lesser than what they're up against here. I think that I think this is a game where I think Baylor wins, but I think UCF covers. So I'm going to take UCF plus the 9.5 in this one, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.